Happy Money Making Monday.
Happy Money Making Monday. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. I know we're here for professional reasons, but I must say your hair is growing, honey.
Yes,
There,
it's
like
growing.
the mane of, yes, you is
When we
doing
started 3 years ago, you remember it was all the way up here.
yeah, but I remember before you even were locked, it's like, man, she done did her little chop, started from the bottom, now we here, baby. Well, welcome back. If you're new to the community, if you're a regular and you know who Mercedes and I are, I'm still going to introduce this platform and who we are. This is Money Making Mondays. My name is Quintaria Brunson. I am a financial strategist who owns a strategy firm that specifically targets minority business owners to help them financially structure themselves for scalability and financial freedom. We do that through several different ways and methods, one of which we'll dig deep on this particular platform, but that is my commitment to my community and what I do. And I am joined here on Mondays and a couple other days out the week. But on Mondays, I have my wonderful, wonderful partner and associate, and I'll let her introduce herself.
Hey guys, my name is Mercedes Coates. I am the owner and CEO of Coates Way Financial. We do all things financial services. We focus on families and business owners where we show you how to create or protect your income and your assets. We also show you how to create tax-free streams of income that you can leverage throughout your lifetime and also in retirement. So we're going to talk about that a little bit more later, but you got a quote for us today, right?
I do. This quote I thought was particularly intriguing to me. It says, know what you own and know why you own it. Know what you own and know why you own it. And that's Peter Lynch. And he's a legendary U.S. investor. So Peter Lynch got right down to it, baby. Know what and why.
I had to write that one down. That was good.
See, I pulled them out, but I thought that was really critical, especially with our topic for today, the hidden bank account you didn't know you had, so yeah, so I've got some points on this. I don't know how we're gonna jump into it, but one thing I definitely want to start with is when it comes to life insurance, I am often amazed at how the general public undervalues the importance of it, and they miss the fact that banks, all banks, small banks, little banks, credit unions, you name it, major banks hold billions of dollars in life insurance. Bank-owned insurance is BOLI is the acronym, but they own billions of dollars, and they do it because of the guaranteed growth, the tax-free access, and the protection against market volatility. So with that being said, banks and certain financial industries know the power of life insurance and IULs and all of that. Why do you think our community doesn't take advantage? Because many people falsely believe that, there's this secret veil or this secret room where the wealthy get to do certain things financially and those who are middle class or who are not wealthy do not. And life insurance definitely is an opportunity that's open to all.
Oh, yes, for sure. I mean, I think it's as simple as not understanding that there's strategy in everything that you pretty much use. If you're developing something, there is a strategy that you may be using it for a basic function, but somebody else is using it 4 or 5 different ways, right? Yes. So I think that originally it was marketed to our communities as a final expense protection, right? Where on the back end, the wealthiest Americans had the people in their corner, that they pay, right? Telling them, hey, you can
how to structure it, how to leverage.
Exactly. You can leverage it as a huge tax shelter. There was actually an article that I found in the Wall Street Journal. I used to read the Wall Street Journal when I went to Howard. They made us read it, and I'm so glad that they did, right? But there was an article that's called The Wealth Effect, and it talked about how the top 10% of the wealthiest Americans own over 50% of the tax-free gains built up in life insurance. That is a huge number. Now that goes back to what you said, that families don't know. Actually, families fell in the bottom 6.8% of owning, right, at that time. So this tax shelter has created a way for families, for businesses, for individuals to leverage an asset that they can access at almost any time, right? That they can put in higher contributions than the limit stated by traditional annuities and things like that, income limitations. There are income limitations on life insurance. You can contribute as much as you would like up to a threshold that is tax free. Okay. And you can access that money. And go ahead, I'll let you.
No. I'm just getting excited because they're giving them, in my DJ Khaled voice, like win. Like so many ways that they can win. Another jaw-dropping statistic or just piece of information is in an earlier episode, I talked about how assets like real estate, be mindful that if you need the equity out of that, your personal credit or whatever, let's say you bought it with a business or under your personal name, though your credit has to be intact in order to tap back into that equity. But jaw-dropping information for life insurance and the IULs in particular, you can borrow with zero credit check.
Exactly.
Zero income verification, and you still will earn the interest on the money you borrow. IULs are amazing. That is such an amazing freedom that, like it's I feel like I'm liberating a small country next to Rwanda or something by really sharing this. It's like it is so many ways that our personal income is kind of locked by someone else, or locked by standards, or locked because of our personal credit or whatever. With your life insurance, with cash building life insurance policies, IULs in particular, because this is the bank account you didn't even know you had that could be growing, that is growing, and all of that, right? You can borrow without any of those inhibitors. With no credit check, with no income verification, with no, I almost feel like a check cash in place or something with one of their advertisements, but this is far better than a predatory financial institution. This is a way that you truly are your own bank, and you can make your own decisions and access your money when you need it and avoid certain other terms and capital gains tax and market losses as well.
Yes, I want to add one thing to that. I think
add it, honey. Add it on, pile it on them.
One of the things that I think when people go to pull money out of their financial plans, typically a retirement option, a lot of people have to define and tell them why they're pulling the money out, right? And if your reason is not standard enough for them, they will not allow you to take it out. So with life insurance, you don't have to tell them why you need the money. It's your money. As long as it's accessible, you can pull the money out for whatever reason you want. I need to make sure that I make that clear, because I'm the type of person that I don't want to have to tell you why I want my money. Give me my money if I want my money, right?
And this just continues to show the bank account you didn't know you had has less and less restrictions. Like Mercedes said, if the funds are there, you fill out your paperwork, make your phone call, hop onto your online account, and blue, deposit is on its way. I don't have to jump through hoops. And in no way am I encouraging bad financial health or not having your credit in order, but life happens. Life happens sometimes. And even if I got a 900 credit score, I may not want somebody else to know that, you know? It isn't even if it's bad. Sometimes my grandmother was big on that. Like, baby, you don't let them know all your business.
That's right.
And I kind of live by that. You know, like, and again, your strategy, your legacy, your way. You need to book your 15-minute consultation so that you can see the specific, the customized strategy that you can build for yourself, for your tax plan, for your tax structure, for your family, for your legacy, for yourself.
Absolutely. And I will also say, you know, one of the reasons why I would say to leverage a life insurance. Now, I will say you can leverage also whole life insurance. The difference is going to be the whole life is going to give you a guaranteed rate of return, but it typically doesn't start until the third year, right? IUL gives you a higher opportunity to earn above that guarantee, right? Mm-hmm. So you can use either one of those strategies. But what I was going to say is that you can leverage this plan as a invisible financial plan. What do I mean by invisible? Meaning it does not show up on your credit report. It does not stop you from qualifying for FAFSA, right? If your parents, if you are sending your children to college, if you're applying for financial aid, they're going to look at your finances. This is visible.
I've had clients that even in divorces, sadly, you know, sad, but even in divorces, this was the one thing they were able to leave standing, or you know, assets that could not be touched were policies even
if you get let's say seized by the government, if your assets get seized, you know what doesn't get seized? Your life insurance contract, because again, it's an invisible financial plan. Guys, listen, there are so many ways to leverage it, and a lot of you are just not aware because all you know is the basic. I just need life insurance to cover my death, but it's such a great tool for every family. We talked about it on a previous episode about it being the foundational piece to every financial plan, right? To everyone, whether you're a family or business, you need to make sure that you have that in place. Okay?
Yes. One of the greatest ways that allowed me to expedite in many areas my financial education, my understanding financial concepts, was being around people who made more than I did, who had access to more, and watching how they moved. Like I mentioned earlier, banks, you can go to any major or minor city across the country, and their downtowns are filled with buildings with insurance companies names on it. Watch how the wealthiest individuals move. And even if they are pouring, you know, $100 million into a fund, why can't I take my $100 and use the same principles and tactics so that I can win as well? So that eventually, if not you and maybe your children will be, but we have got to really do a better job of building that stair step wealth. That, you know, like every generation, we can't hit Control Alt Delete Mercedes and everybody get it out the mud. We've got to watch how money works. Everything in this earth, it has a system, has a structure, has a cycle, from biology to science to our human anatomy, and so on and so on. Life insurance and financial concepts are no different. Look at the systematic moves of the wealthy. Look at the strategy, and things of that nature. And don't be so quick to just think that to count yourself out and not take advantage of tax advantages and things of that nature. We need to win, and these provide clear solutions so that we win, and we win in perpetuity throughout generations to come.
Yep. I want to give one more bonus fact, right? And so we're talking about the hidden bank account. So here's what I'm going to say. Every IUL is not created equal.
Come on now.
You have to work with certain companies that specialize in certain things, right? So we actually partner with a proprietary concept that allows individuals who have an IUL to stop their contributions in the future. Let's say you're going to retire. and let's say you're over the age of 60, you have the opportunity to turn on a guaranteed income stream that will pay you for as long as you live. This is what I mean by hidden bank account, meaning that money that you've put in, the interest that you've accumulated over time, whether you've taken it out, putting it back, take it out, put it back, you have the opportunity to turn that into a guaranteed income stream that's completely tax-free. You want to know more about that? You need to hit us up.
You do. You didn't know you had it before this conversation. Now you do. And let's commit to finding out more. We want you to win. Well, Mercedes, another excellent topic. Thank you so much for today. You all go and be great. And Mercedes and I, until we see you on a call or another episode,